Bachelor Nation's Dean and Caelynn welcome new son. May 6, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelor in Paradise fan favorite couple Dean and Caelynn continue to share their life with their fans. One thing the couple has been talking about lately is starting a family together. They were actually undergoing tests to make sure that they do not have fertility issues. She has previously voiced that she didn't think it would take this long for them to start their family. Now, amid their struggles, they announced that they welcomed a new son. Keep reading to get all the exciting details. Bachelor in Paradise alums Dean and Caelynn shared fertility issues. Fans still love getting life updates from Bachelor in Paradise favorites Dean and Caelynn. They met and fell in love during season 6 of the show. It took some time, but after saying he was against marriage, Dean decided that perhaps it wouldn't be so bad after all. They did get married and now live in Aspen, Colorado. After getting married, Dean and Caelynn both changed their last names to Bell. They were originally Dean Unglert and Caelynn Miller Keys. The name change came as a way to honor Dean's mother, whose maiden name was Bell. These two have shared with fans that they are ready to welcome children into their lives. They have been trying to get pregnant for quite some time now. They have even undergone testing to make sure things are okay with them both reproductively. Dean and Caelynn welcome new son to their family. In their post, they excitedly share that they officially adopted Carl. The post, along with a video, said, "We officially adopted Carl. He is the best cat. He's funny, so cuddly, and he's adjusting well to being a little brother." Dean and Caelynn already have an elderly dog they adopted named Alastor. Fans love seeing Alastor and now are excited to see more of Carl. They voiced their thoughts in the comments. Here is what some of them said. "Yay! Cats are the best and Carl is adorable. Congrats! So exciting! Living his best life with you guys. I'm Carl's biggest fan. Carl is so adorable. Thanks for giving him a loving home and congrats on his adoption. Welcome to Instagram, Carl. You are absolutely beautiful, handsome." Caelynn replied to several fans, saying how much she loves Carl. Other fans commented on how beautiful he is. She agreed with them. Right now, there is no word on how their actual fertility journey is going. Fans are hoping to hear good news from this adorable couple soon. In the meantime, everyone is excited to see more posts about Alastor and Carl. What do you think about Caelynn and Dean's new addition to their family? Stay tuned for more updates on Caelynn, Dean, and all your Bachelor Nation Dean and Caelynn welcome baby boy. The emotional birth, secret name meaning, and why they almost didn't make it to the hospital. Bachelor Nation is exploding with joy, and maybe a few happy tears, as fan favorite couple Dean Unglert and Caelynn née Miller Keys have officially welcomed their first child into the world. After years of adventure, love, and vulnerability, from that iconic van life romance to an unforgettable proposal, the couple's journey has taken its most heartwarming turn yet. But what fans didn't know was just how dramatic and emotional the delivery turned out to be. From a shocking twist hours before labor to a sentimental name with ties to their Bachelor past, Dean and Caelynn's first days as parents are full of stories that Bachelor Nation will never forget. Here's everything you didn't see on Instagram, and why this could be the beginning of their biggest chapter yet. Chapter 1. The baby announcement that shook Bachelor Nation. It started with a single post, a blurred black and white photo of a tiny newborn hand wrapped around Dean's pinky finger. The caption, "He's here, and we're forever changed." Bachelor Nation went wild. Within minutes, alums like Jared Haben, Ashley Iaconetti, Hannah Godwin, and even Scene Low were in the comments. But it wasn't just the adorable photo that got people talking. It was the name reveal that came hours later in a follow-up story. "We'd love you to meet Alpine James Unglert, our little adventurer, born May 5, 7 ulbs 2 ounces, full of spunk, and already trying to escape his swaddle. Yes, they named him Alpine, and the meaning behind it is pure Dean and Caelynn. Chapter 2. The name Alpine has a wild backstory. You might think Alpine is just a cute nod to their outdoorsy lifestyle. But according to a source close to the couple, the name actually came from a terrifying moment in Switzerland, and it was nearly the name of a rescue helicopter. Back in 2022, while backpacking through the Alps, Caelynn began experiencing altitude sickness. The couple had to make an emergency descent, and a local rescue guide whose call sign was Alpine 6 helped them get back to safety. Dean swore that if they ever had a boy, he'd name him something in honor of that moment, not because it was scary, but because it made him realize how badly he wanted to keep Caelynn safe forever, said the source. Alpine James, named for both adventure and protection. Swoon. Chapter 3. The Birthday, and why they almost didn't make it to the. Let's rewind to May 4, 11:47 p.m. Dean and Caelynn were at home in Las Vegas. Caelynn had just gone to bed when she felt a strong contraction, and then her water broke. Dean, ever the calm one, allegedly said, "Are you sure it's not just a little leak?" before being immediately drenched when Caelynn stood up. They tried to get to the car, but guess what? The van broke down. Yes, their iconic Sprinter van, where their romance bloomed, decided it had one final dramatic role to play, blocking the driveway. Dean had to call an Uber, and it wasn't just any Uber, it was a Bachelor fan. The driver reportedly played Almost Paradise the whole way to the hospital. Once they arrived, things moved fast, like really fast. It was a whirlwind, Caelynn later shared on her podcast. I barely got the gown on before they said, "He's coming now." Dean almost missed it because he went to go get snacks. He later joked, "I needed a Cliff Bar. It was an emergency on both ends." Chapter 4. Tears, Tattoos, and First Words. Once Alpine was born, the room went silent, and then, according to a nurse, Dean cried harder than the baby. He kept saying, "He's perfect. I can't believe he's ours," said an inside source. It was the first time I've ever seen Dean without a joke. Caelynn was glowing. She told one of the nurses, "This is the happiest I've ever been in my entire life, even more than getting the final rose." And guess what Dean did next? He got a tattoo, right there in the hospital. A small, minimalist mountain range with the baby's name underneath, just above his heart. He posted a reel of it later, set to Better Together by Luke Combs. Chapter 5e. Bachelor Nation Rexe says, as the news spread, the Bachelor family was quick to celebrate. Ashley Iaconetti wrote, "The most beautiful little boy with the coolest name. I'm not crying, you are crying." Hannah Godwin commented, "Alpine, I can't handle the cuteness. Congrats you too." Ben Higgins jokingly asked, "When's his first podcast appearance?" But not everyone was all sunshine and roses. A few trolls online questioned the name Alpine, calling it a vibe name and too quirky. One comment said, "Imagine yelling that on a playground." Dean clapped back on Twitter, "We named him Alpine because he's already the peak of our lives. If that's too much for you, go hike somewhere else." Mick, drop. Chapter 6. The AFTRAT. Dean and Caelynn in survival mode. 2 days later, the couple posted a joint Instagram update. "We're in love. We're exhausted. We're leaking from everywhere. But mostly, we're so grateful." According to friends, Dean has been sleeping in a beanbag chair next to the bassinet, and Caelynn's mom has flown in to help with night feedings. "They're completely in sync," said a close friend. Dean's handling diaper duty like a pro, and Caelynn's already the most natural mom. As for the van, it's been moved to the shop, but Dean teased on his podcast that it might become a baby playroom soon. And Alpine. He's already gone viral for a TikTok showing him in a onesie that says Lil Adventurer, asleep on Dean's chest with snoring bear sounds in the background. Chapter CVN. What's next for the Belle Unglert family? Fans are already asking if Alpine will be a big brother someday. And while Caelynn said they're definitely not planning anything right now, Dean might already be dreaming of a full camper van crew. He's mentioned a second kid. Caelynn laughed. But let's just keep the first one alive first, babe. One thing's for sure, they're staying grounded and more in love than ever. We've traveled the world together, Dean wrote on Instagram, but nothing compares to this journey we're on now. Caelynn, you're the strongest, most beautiful woman I've ever known. Alpine is lucky, and so am I. Epilogue. The fairy tale they never expected. From wild dates on Bachelor in Paradise to quiet nights in the Rockies, Dean and Caelynn's love story has never been traditional. But their latest chapter proves that sometimes the greatest adventures aren't the ones you plan. They're the ones that scream their way into the world at 3 a.m. and never let you sleep again. Welcome to the world, Alpine James Bell Unglert. You already have the coolest parents in Bachelor Nation and the most unforgettable story. Tade the Lion. He's small, he's mighty, and he's already climbing into our hearts. Baby Alpine has arrived, and Bachelor Nation will never be the same.